Hey, good friends, Mark Holmes here, and as always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I'm here working on this house in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and I want to give a tip. You know, a lot of times you're doing a project and you want to skimp and save money. Well, this house is definitely one of those houses that it looked good when you bought it, but because people skimped on some of the materials or lack of knowledge of what they were doing, caused problems. So when we were upstairs with the bathroom tile floor, the tile was cracked and the grout lines were coming up. And it turned out they used 1/4 inch cement board, and I did a video on it, and didn't put any adhesive between the cement board. They put about 3 screws on each one of them. Big problem. The floor had movement, tile cracked, had to be all ripped up. So we've actually done all of that. We've actually gone through here in this space. The person is also moving at the same time. There was carpet in here and there was ceramic tile in the front. We removed that. The problem was they had dogs and cats, and they ended up pissing in the floor. We ended up putting Kills on the floor, which took care of most of the odor, but there was still kind of a slight bit. Now, base molding. Most people don't think about base molding, but this base molding right here is basically, I won't even say it's like particle board, but it's like MDF. It's MDF basically. It's basically like cardboard. And it looks like regular molding, just like you would see. Once it's put down, it looks fine. Here's the problem with it. If this gets wet, it's like a sponge and swells up. And in the bathroom here, they had a little bit of a leak. And you can see how the mold grew on that. Now, mold will grow on regular wood, but here's the thing. Here's what we realized, because there was still a slight odor on the wall. I mean, just a little one from the pets. Now, let me show you what happens when the molding gets wet. Let me sit down here. This is some of the base molding right here. You see where it's swollen? See, it's only about a 1/2 inch thick there. It's almost 3/4 of an inch thick. You can actually see here where it's actually busted through on there. Thing is you see all that staining and all that? That's actually the urine from the cats and the dogs that have peed in there, and it's sucked it up. And there's no way to get rid of that odor other than replacing it. So it's one of those things, you know, do you want to save 20 cents a foot? And I guess most contractors do when they're doing a job. But I hate to see this kind of stuff. If it had been wood and had been caulked, more than likely it wouldn't have sucked up the odor the same way. And it certainly wouldn't have swollen. If worse comes to worse, you could have repainted it with Kills. With semi-gloss paint on top of that, with it being caulked in place, it wouldn't have penetrated into it like it did here. But the thing is this penetrated from the bottom and sucked up into it, and it's just a mess. So now we're going to take off all the baseboard molding and replace it with wood molding. Yeah, nothing worse than shoddy work. But I'll show you guys when I go back upstairs. We actually have done the upstairs floor. We put in 1/2 inch cement board with adhesive, and we've screwed it about every 6 to 7 inches, square inches. There's a screw in that sucker, and it is tight. We used a 2x1 tile on the floor, and I've actually already grouted it and put a new toilet down. I'm about to go grout the other bathroom, and we'll be able to they're going to get another toilet in the vanity. We should be able to put that back on tonight too. So we're getting there. Done a lot of works got here Saturday. It's Monday evening, Labor Day. Hope you're having a great day.